I was just testing what it would look like to be recording at night. Like, this looks right. Like me, I prefer recording in the day normally because obviously the video is going to look a lot better. But I just thought like trying to test what it would look like at night. I'm always curious because sometimes like I kind of want to record at night, not necessarily to record at night because me, I'm not really a big fan of that night grind mindset. Like my other brother, for example, he likes that night grind mindset. You know, you wake up like 12 a.m., 11 in the night. Like you don't sleep until you make money and everything. Like, of course, I don't understand that you have to be working hard and everything. But me, it's like, why don't you just do your work during the day, then sleep at night? Like, why don't you just do like a normal human being? So me, I still love night grind. Like when everywhere is dark, I don't know. It just like there's just this special feeling of feeling like how do I put it now? Feeling invincible. Like everybody's sleeping, you're the only one that is out grinding. But me, I don't like to stay up late. Like even though I do stay up late, like right now, so the time is like what's the time? The time is like 12:28 p.m. right now. Like my bedtime, I want it to be within either 9 or 10 o'clock p.m. So I'm supposed to even be asleep right now. I'm here doing all this, but like I don't like staying up late, but I do like waking up early. Like that's something I fancy a lot. And to even wake up early, so you have to sleep early. But me, like I love waking up 4 a.m., waking up 5 a.m. Like I'm all for that. But I want to be sleeping more better, so I don't really wake up early. Sure. But like I'm all for that. So even 5 a.m., so everywhere is going to be dark, similar to this. So I'm just testing what all this will look like. I'm going not going to make this video long at all. Let me just think of one motivational thing I can tell you before we all leave here. So I made a video on my channel maybe last week or something like that. It was my 20th birthday video, like 20 things I want to do before I turn 20. That video on my like main proper channel. And one of the points I made here that I'm still really glad I made, like I still really vibe with a lot, is to do the most out of this phase of your life. I think that it was like lesson 11 in the video, but it doesn't really matter, sure. But the point is just like I just sat down not too long and I was just thinking about it. Like right now I'm in this phase of my life, in this phase in the sense that this is like my life. This is my life now. Like I'm recording this video, it's part of my life. I'm in this car right now, in my dad's car at the back seat. It's part of my life. The time is like 10 p.m. I'm still living in my parents' house. Like I'm still living with my parents. It's part of my life as well. This trying to sound better. So it's all like right now. This is my life. Like all these things are part of my life. I should make the most out of this phase of your life because the time is just going to come where you are never, ever, ever. I'm not sure you heard me well. Ever, 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 ever going to be in this phase of life again. Because like right now, maybe like me for example, I go to university. Like I'm still in school. When that bad day wanted to drop us. Like if you have been following if you are watching videos on this channel, you see a lot of videos about dropping out and everything. But like right now, it's almost like I went to school last year. I went there last month. I went there not last week. I've been on holiday for like 3 weeks or something now. But let's say I went there last month. Last year I went there last month. I went there last week. I went there yesterday. I'll go today. I'll probably go tomorrow. Go next week, next month, next year. But there's going to come a time in my life where I am never, ever, 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 ever going to go to this school again. So the point is that right now it looks like this phase is just your life and this is how your life is going to be forever. But a time is just going to come that you're just going to look back on this time and you will just be so surprised that wow, it's already 2 years ago. Wow, it's already 1 year ago. Wow, it's already 5 years ago. Like you will just be so shocked and like you just it will be crazy to you that this is no longer my life. Like this thing that used to be like everyday life right now is just like a distant memory in the past. Even though I'm just 20 years old, you know, and I barely have life experience and everything, like I can still definitely relate to this as well. Like even just like if you feel like last year, exactly this time last year, everything I was doing then was a lot different. Like this time last year I wasn't making this type of videos. This time last year we didn't even have this car. Honestly, like this car last year, this car we didn't even have like this car was now our own. This car did not exist like as it's with us. So it's like crazy. Like the point I'm trying to make is to make the most out of this phase of your life, because many of us, like I said, I never ever, like me for example, this, like right now, this is my life, this is how my life was yesterday, this is how my life was the day before, this is how my life was last week, this is how my life is today, this is how it will be tomorrow, this is how it will be next week and next month. But it's going to come a time in my life when my life is never ever going to be like this. So I have to make the most out of this time of my life. And making the most out of this time of your life is just doing like every single thing you can in this phase of your life, like maxing out everything you can do, in the sense that, health wise, am I like, in this phase of my life, am I the healthiest, wealth wise or work wise? Like for example, I'm making YouTube videos, like am I making YouTube videos to the best of my ability? Even friends, because at this phase of your life, there are certain people you have in your life, like friends and family that you talk to. It's going to come a phase in your life where you're not going to see these people again. So it's like, are you making the most out of these people right now that you're able to see them? So it's to just do all that. I don't want to make this video too long, so I'm going to kind of have to cut it here, but it's to just make the most out of this phase over there, because so many of us, we don't really do that. We just like live the default bullshit life, which is something I am like working towards trying to avoid now. Wake up, grab your phone, scroll, watch YouTube or TikTok, or like just waste time on your phone, then go to school, go to work, go and do this, come back on the TV or your phone again, watch more YouTube or TikTok or whatever, go and sleep, repeat. Like that's, to me, that's like the most terrible way to live. Like that's just like the worst life to live. And the crazy thing is that it just seems like one day, but that day will repeat before 1 year has gone by. So just like make the most out of this phase of your life, man. Like don't let this time pass you by, because a time is going to come, you're never ever going to have access to this like phase of your life, and this phase of your life right now is just going to be a distant memory in your brain. It's just going to be like, some time ago this was how my life was. And that's another reason why I make these videos. So it's also just like document this thing, because a time is going to come when my life is no longer going to be like this, and I'll be able to watch all these videos back and see, like at least have a clearer idea of what my life was back then. So anyways, that's it for it. Like this video, just checking what this light looks like. I think this one looks kind of cool. This one looks kind of sick. Yeah. Well, see you in the next one, bro.